obia waben osua de sabi wonya nye amanyosem kra no aben ne ben dada ena wasoma ben ya na kwenya baye they say waba be ka wona womudi nkomo ewo Flagstaff House inti eba President John Mahama opie kra no ne di kan hu watch boy inti omuti ase ewo nioma ye kan ne be di nkomo kakra wa ban no nsem wi a owo dwumadie foforo bi obanyima ache
nana jantoa meje oso
hoye
oba de nkwa ache me na oso e
boko the last time you see Aide na mo campaign
ni campaign me ankasa em say I've always longed to say I was me ba because baby a chichire aboa no owa na yesane no na me pie Kumasi you so why kokromoti a yesan ho mo po I was me ba na me de me ho be kire na niema aban ne ye no ye ma Ghana fo aso te ye chichire mu kire wo because ye ni ha wo na wo chichire mu kire Ghana fo Accra de bia me show video
that's
adwuma pa o ye me bo abaso no producers no paying for at the very least and na Ghana for hwehwe say of course there are days out me bo aban na chi me so bo aban na chi and many age because at the we nim say ye wo fourth estate of the realm bia omo ha omo monitor the aban na eye we don't expect to see the bia we praise it it is said that all criticize the aban no we know say eye genuine and government will take notice of it. And bibi abeka wasem bia ye de adwuma
that's it
me boss the honorable fellows kwachofu so ochia wo
me chene so
na oso betene council
okay ache
betene
before say we call into the era John Mahama minim say a lot of activities are back but owo osua bankesim de ye ka kire wa ubeti na watimi akaka kire era John Mahama asem ye ekosui a regional there but me do to social media who say reactions ne across board no e come here say drivers no ye di omupe and it is something na e ba say na mo an ye hwemo
of course
and it's something as a man ka bia me be de mo be de na boy
Ashanti region ya your leadership ha your mayor your regional minister na metie me nua be ma Hussein Ibrahim so a okasama regional minister. The regional minister has taken notice of it. Me, so no say Kumasi na me go school. Na me te Pankro no go school Pankro no.
Right.
And na me go Pokuware. Go school na me sometimes me fat trotro na go.
Okay.
From Pankro no, omo ti be bo short a no ma be sitafo. No ma je tafo there to ma 3 miles and answer ma
4 ni ma 3
no ma twaso from sa junction no. Bakejetia into ultimate 3. It started a very long time ago. You understand? But I believe say your advocacy on this matter no. Yebe man penye for Ashe. Na because ade no say one so anu a and I bet degenerate into a situation where you cannot do anything about it. But you see, even when petrol prices actually say bar from are na 72 cedis per gallon. As at the time I beto ye on January 7, 2025. Eba former to be 53 Ghana cedis per gallon because 1 liter no movie from 16 Ghana cedis to somewhere around 10.5, 11. Even that time, GPLT the statement by say drivers in Kenya day omonte omo by 15%.
Right.
Quite significant number of them didn't comply. Debbie. And then for Swati. In the last few days, as what, but prices are still the same. And sometimes, you know, I buy bet me I obey you na, but me move for so yeah, you enjoy your home kakra. You enjoy your home kakra because nipana is vulnerable. Ebi akano open a homachi. Ebi a ewia nipa ba krumo pentema kufi. Ebia insulto unum say insulto so a omo yes ade ne pa
omudwa pa
ade san so omo yes ade ne pa but ye na Ghana for at the end of the day no it is one country of one people yen hwe na niema bu on ma we yenjai na mejidi ye pa say Kumasi mayor and na the regional minister am do na basic form on this matter na I can promise that in the few days no be changes
me da say Papa ya kasa idea minim se obema ira enso so ate na o matake action amaye na yembra abemu minim se eno anso dwumadi kese ebae ema they say the old trend cry Haruna Drusu minim se oba yewura ho bibia ye fe minim se German for pagana for asempa ompe American so asempa omoba I remember Reba 2007 host scholar by ema ono nso beni nemu akama na yenya president ono nso by the way RCC name musu mo coordinate Jane FFF so no Ayeh fe but yewura Haruna Drusu so can bibi efa ye situation e wo Kumasi no yebre pa. What does it mean? Say what can we because ubetimi aka na hwe yansi Kumasi a eda Jomahama akumaso no yebehu Kumasi any greater Ashanti region papa e Jomahama abreso ana
of course na empanyefo say sa agrobeso anadwa if you no pa o hwe President Mahama the investments in the Ashanti region when he was in power from 2013 to 2016 obia ni wa why na adwen say obeye an objective analysis yebedi nkoma na yebedi nkitahudi a no krewom na abawom a everyone will come to the conclusion say President Mahama or Asante na penyufo say obi pade akokotokwa ye mona bro nana unim say ye baye bibi to say crow from market it had been abandoned for about 8 years
more than that ye baye one who say na say Kumasi may your crowd to nanum to say monies have been allocated for the projects ye sha Asante bo said that market will be completed. I know. Say there is a communication. Say next year December, sharing of the stores, an allocation of it will happen. Crucial marketing
of that. Yes, it will be done. Yeah. Indeed, KGTR market phase 2 completion, and so the government of the day is committed to it. And no see be here one juba. When we say Kumasi so benefited from the big push agenda. What to say? See be orbital routes be. So we are aware of it.
Yeah.
Aba kobe far from Konongo akwakofa Edra akwa Tebubu. It will be a major opportunity for trade and transport of goods and other things from the Ashanti region will benefit from it. Indeed, we can also promise the people of Ashanti and Kumasi say Siwa Hospital, Afari Military Hospital, measures are being put in place to complete them. Now share Swami interchange now. I know said the phase 1 was about 156 million euros. The money has been spent, but the project has not been done. The government of the NDC, I know say Osenshemu Ekoso, and yes interchanges be Ghana. I can mention a lot of them to you. But the other sentiment, Nasa Adia or my year, ama traffic crachi ukrumano. Yebeye na ya complete project no.
So me for bread papa.
I know.
So me for bread.
Say me buy my faho.
Because I find that and catch say first phase by 2024 no maybe. Food true sir.
There are a lot of promises. In fact, almost hospitals be Omuka Sergeant na 111 was saying. We na light cry be in some of the places. Baby na bed cry any ho. Baby na they have not even employed anybody there. You understand? But then now a project our government has been committed to it. Yebeye and wajuma. When we say yebeye Accra Kumasi Express Road also. Ebeko 33. It is to boost trade and transportation. So there be Asante, but there are people who have said, other than main road no, complete. But I want to say it is part of your greater initiative as far as big push is concerned. To also make sure that our road no be complete. There are a number of roads I be Okroma. Indeed, I know, and I'm making it clear on this platform. Say 2026 budget you know about to force eba be no. Emunram papa. So we this 2025 name Munrama. 2026 budget no Enwuhram ese 2025 budget. Yes, and Asante will benefit significantly.
So budget we.
Yes, from it. The eba kind at the end of this month. No.
Ana brofo na ewom de do.
Oh, Nana Jantwa.
Ana mu ode.
Nana Jantwa.
Cause na no ba kuye omo ba yi. Omo de asempa.
There be so omo de din to toss.
Impuntu pa. Nkunimdie ne eyi nyina
budget bia omo kan ye in the last 8 years na edin da so bia. Na your budget na ebe say the previous it was going to deepen the woes of the people of Ghana. Amana donko na ewura mu no. Every budget bia MPP kan ye bia na ebe two amana no more at the Ghana for ewura mu more. Share atofo se budget or kan ye for 2025. Yeah. Share allocations are you making, which of them have we not delivered on it? Share budget no. Which of them have we not delivered on it? Now say President Mama Kokate sought for the Cape Coast Takrade dualization project. It will be done.
So did they say make it?
Na unim
Makatia Jomahama time say Jomahama part 1. Mo dia so bo for me dru baby say and one say aso no wo machiro hontim du anam dia bo ho.
Nana Janto.
E kira sem de bibri.
Me no nya adwen on it. Unim say
there be the records of that.
Even Mankasim
it me the bo ho na.
Even we about to Mankasim dualization program. It is ongoing. Ayeh ho adwuma. Ni na ya under the big project. You see a government enye perfect. Nipa cry enye perfect.
Right.
There are days ultimate projections say okay. We Ebi ana issues about when to be anye. But when it doesn't happen, your communication to the people of Ghana is very important.
Okay.
Nana de tira make us Osha ya 120 days social contract na. You can say ebe COVID-19 levy if you remember.
Yeah.
Indeed, all the promises in the 120-day social contract and about that promise in the COVID-19 levy and one other one. And it is in the process of being delivered because on say you general VAT reforms. And now we say COVID-19 so I'm the count.
Yeah.
And ti untimi nko yi eno nko free ho. Whilst you have not done a general overview or review of the VAT regime.
But I think my honest review, sometimes apologizing and letting Ghana fall in I maybe I don't support to say COVID-19. Maybe you can change the name. In fact, because of Agenda 111 now you hear sick instead of COVID-19.
Yes, even there are people who even say another platform, sister platform, Asampa FM. Na many Obi Kasa. And the suggestion was that COVID-19 living in we should channel it into the Ghana Medical Trust Fund or the Mahama Case Program. Their conversations are air coso. And we are listening government. If Ghana for GD say, maybe I do know. We should change it into the Yamfang Sikanura Mahama Case Project. And I said, there is no problem with it.
I think so because I think the Ghana for problem no crowd was the lack of transparency
in it.
What they say, they be make say e-living po. And a buy year transparency okay, ya je 1 billion. Ya dey A B C D enu ni mpo a. I'm sure Senka Ghana for complain. But looking at how you guys have been transparent with us,
with most of the things.
Say muma ye hu say COVID-19 living ye ka say be but ye hu say ye turn no ye be agenda 111 na. MPP aban ye no say asika ne be ko ha ana ebetimi aboa for kidney ni na se for I'm sure say Ghana for better say
all said nana it said they can all said time ye levy betting tax any one other one if you you catch Ghana for say ye be block ye be fill sa hole no with the tax refund account.
Yes.
When you say over the last 8 years about 12 billion of South tax refund account. It is unaccountable. It is one of the reasons in here OSP investigating Kanoforiata. Yes, kind of fire. And we have been so transparent to the people of Ghana say, baby, this can free bar, Eddie Baby baby no. We make it clear to the people of Ghana. In fact, President Mama inaugurated Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Or catch Ghana for say 20% of NHIO. Ebeko. On one kasa edini ne salary be ego so ministers they are individuals. Dr. Said we are going to
tight in frenzy.
Ghana Medical Trust Fund
or the Bahama converting from COVID-19 to SAI. Nanya simple. National health insurance no crowd. So that there wouldn't be any other
person. National health insurance no.
Yes.
MP before the tabono betoso.
So much.
Emma na sika nkum. Yeba ye is at tabono. Ama for the first. You see a national health insurance. Omunya over 9 billion Ghana cedis.
What? So first na chairman
etiaso. Chairman block his car.
Ofu be hardware.
Enti yeba no so yeba na health insurance the cost 603 million in claims. Na jantwa it will interest you to know that 603 million ya clear.
Sir,
yetua
e kano
Sunday additional sika kan wa is here sika ya release ama NHI inkwa is about 4.6 billion as of July.
Can for ya tell the entina no waka peno.
Eno de na jantwa a question for the gods. You see wa pap unia penyi PV Jantwa. Ni full name Mr. PV Jantwa. Yes, yes. Okay, so MPP government no. Say what the we assume so de punso kra mom so munjare ya. Omedwa na ehuro san dey. E wo mechi. Bibia ni wa do so o de mom so mo. Na Jantwa no see e ba ye nko Eurobond market.
Mama.
Ye nko but taxes in kakra
bosi akra menchi hu se makwa eye me manwo
treasury bills na you pretty but within a short time no Ghana for taxes kakra mutua ene o package tia na eduma obi sunsuo na otua tax o hwe sa nipa wo yanim na o sa ka che ne se o ma metua e-levy o metua betting tax it does not make sense and the height of wickedness for anybody to look into the face of Ghanaians despite taxes are yet to catch say e-levy ni betting tax ya nya Ghana economy be go and I see e-levy ya betting tax Ghana economy ni enguye because your president Mahama wa basa obejinidi wa mepeni wenya Ghana for opportunity a omde amana no oba be ye ni ye na waja ne din fefefe no ko mpenyefo se dimpa Ayeh si ahunya and na president mama babe into sha ye economy no sha baby a free buy edu baby enya inflation of 54%. Yeah banana that 23.8%. And the inflation is 9.4%. Yeah mama mo amutie me inflation kire say now koto ade 100 cedis under the MPP no and now 5th November 5th December okoto as that time na 54% no obekono na moving from 100 cedis no to 154 Ghana cedis next additional 54 Ghana cedis account but the mama abayaba inflation that single digit 9.4 until now okoto ade 100 cedis next month the same time obekono not only about 8 cities and 9 cities per abede abekao as compared to 54 Ghana cedis under the MPP. Nana, that is a sign of a good economy. Nana ya buy na okobobo sia o banka. Policy rate na 28%.
Bank bosia
28%. Insi huno 28%. Ya buy nana aba as low as 21.5%. Nana no say the treasury bills rate we are doing about 10.5%.
Maybe you do.
Yes. But people are subscribing to it. You do baby over subscription.
Because
people know say you can trust the NDC government to pay. Even when we are paying the lowest. And then people know to make 28%, 30%. But people were still not subscribing because haircut become. Enti ama ye buy ye dollar stability alone. Ama Ghana gross national debt at Eswati by about 140 billion. Yes. Now ye buy a debt to GDP ratio. We are doing about 44.9% of GDP. Edubebu kai say Dubai 105%. And then nana ye deficit national budget. We are doing about 3%. It will be a choir do 15%. The excuse was that COVID-19. Meanwhile, COVID-19. Yes, meanwhile, COVID-19. Omunya discussing the almost spend day. Every day it was excuse upon excuse upon excuse.
Mami Musel.
Nana mama final way.
Oh, yes.
Now you say a buy over the last 8 years, Ghana city was all about depreciation.
Yeah.
And then appreciation. M1 media for Munka. The city is actually appreciating against the dollar.
That is true.
Yeah, 45% against the dollar about 2 months ago, and 30% against the British pound about 2 months ago. Today we are as of September we are doing about 21% appreciation. Ghana city then Jina Brane. Am I a fuel above from? Am I a dollar above from? That Ghana for mum pay big biao.
Almost si kana mu hwie guma munye bibie hu bia. Mu hwie sika gum.
Na say ye de sika na hwie gum.
Mu hwie guma na kwadworo line na bia ba na otwa bia gum.
Na say ye de sika na hwie gum na ma CD stabilize ya. And can be before man fail.
Samu.
Yes, because almost hwie sika gum. Yes.
Omuhwie boom.
Na sika na ya na ye initiatives na de nya sika no. Gold bond $8.1 billion no. E obi na de begu o ma ye da bi. President Mama initiative. Ana wa ma gold bond aton gold. Ana gold bond nya $8.1 billion. Ana aba begu Bank of Ghana. Ana Bank of Ghana international reserves edu $12 billion. Ana sa $12 billion di go Bank of Ghana. Na mebisa o. Abada ho makrama kanipa.
Debi.
Na what $12 billion eda ho.
Yes, we hear dollars.
Na yes, we hear dollars. And the my economy is jina brand. Na what $12 billion world bank. Now obusu afo so mu hia $1 billion dey akoye ye. Na enfa so aba ho. Na na onfa aba ho.
Me yin dodo.
Sa pepe sa neti. Tell me before I don't know where the debate is coming from. So is it that no mu tri more din. Na Ghana for bra e yo mo dey. Na sidi ne say e yo mo dey ntina na sika gu o sa time no mo ka no. Oma fa ngu mama Ghana for your businesses are surviving. What's the maker? So the argument is disjointed. Opposition I can understand. Also, more can be. Everyone says MPP economic discourse. Could you upon Kroma lead?
Say be why economics in
okay.
Na ebia on so kan. Me person busa. Russian Ukraine war no e jaya na.
Eguso pa ekoso.
Sa
ekoso pa.
Minshe Dante say Hussein na mo kasa.
Debi na sasem
ne say Russia ni Ukraine. Minshe Dante.
Na sasem.
Because be 4 years here na mo ka kire no mo ka kire say the entire dollar na say phone is because of Russia. In person busa say
ejai na de tie.
And I say ma mo nka ho asem biem.
Na ma me ka asem ncho.
Ka kire me.
You see a Ghanaian population 62% mebu.
Okay.
Ma ko school pa.
Okay.
Into over catch and say Russia Ukrainian war na our economy say. Meanwhile, all the countries say try when she also Russia Ukrainian war. They are also victims of it. And that's also say the analysis they are also at the receiving end of the war.
Yeah.
But on economy jina, also economy jina because of Russia Ukraine. One of the just asem lady. Obi anu a watena classroom da be kasa asem way for 4 years obejiatum. It does not make any sense.
But could be Ukraine, Israel, and Hamas war no fertilizer.
Yanya faster and come there. Sad in the Sudi. What you say? It's not a bunch of excuses. Omubai no shall say, oh, mama. And now COVID by COVID. Russia by Russia. Edu baby cry dot about me at the Kufuado. Okay. Tamakoye the 7th January 2024 speech UPS no. But about me I catch say or to President Kufuado for 1 day. Untie. Or say economic management team decisions is not binding on cabinet. The president trying to say, "Oko cabinet no ko check President Kufuado." The ono susu say, "Ebebo economy Kufuado untie." Then President Kufuado tribo diama or pesa Ghana fail. What I say? That is not the mark of responsible leadership. Okay, I said President Mama in 2015, we could now Parliament during the State of Nations address and say, "Okay, dum so aba." Na obe solve dum so ono or the presidency or the integrity base and he will solve those and he fixed them so. But MPP for issues, but what do? They bury their heads in the sand like ostriches. And yamia COVID, Russia, way you don't do that. I don't tell them photo about
right.
And now on the economy alone. Yeah, argument be no matter how you stretch it. There's only one conclusion, Nana. Any obia or independently minded, obia or objective will make ne say the NDC government under President John Dramani Mahama are performing creditably well. I will not sit here and blow my horn, but say a objective analysis. Near the macroeconomic figures, because I don't know any subject to political interpretation. A daho inflation, depreciation, debt to GDP ratio, gross national debt, deficit, etwa. Nana, there's one conclusion a bit to make because the NDC government has done one. Nana, Osha ye you can't say. I didn't know I'm afraid of primary balance, and I say import cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy no. Na import cover 2 weeks. A chair say Ghana for a mudija. I'm a quaman on a cofania maba. $1 na quaman on a cofania maba. Sa buy no mamma sa $1 na the cofania maba. O mamma by 2 weeks na sa can I day a son, the old bank and a son and the MPP. But then yetimi diska guma makwa kodu 4 months. Internet Ghana $4 the akodidwa. Abane betim the mama 4 months.
Sabre no sunu manya bia agum.
Sir. What I say? Into every facet of the Ghanaian economy under President John Dramani Mahama in only 10 months. Yeah, my excuses be but the economy is better as compared to 4 years of excuses from the MPP.
Right.
Nana, yanko good governance.
Good governance.
President Mahama by how I was no. You bet me the nipa kakra bi looking at the circumstances of the Ghanaian economy. Kai die so at the time. Economic data ye sika semno. Ye fa nipa kakra nya adwuma. And then now we see ministers insist to cry ndo.
Yeah.
By a team the Ayeh Juma Ghana economy better than Omom for 124 in the first term of the MPP. Nana President Mahama, even Independence Day celebration. Or say Abanda Dano yes, so may use 50 million Ghana cedis.
150 billion.
150 billion, no the onion sir. Ube is only 1.5. In fact, it is my belief that they see a crowd here. So better than they used to is 1.5. But the significance of the project or the program no was upheld. It was upheld.
There's a now no be use 150 billion. Yera John Mahama or no ba with about 15 billion
penny. Hey, says we 90% free so.
150 billion independence na the be utiano. Yera John Mahama de no 15 billion pe.
In fact, there is plans and next year the no so better cry.
Yetimi ye MBB and
so BBI kama. And I buy presidential staffers. By that and this is Obugumi. You buy a swati. But government business is still ongoing. And I buy only beside information ministry. Any omo in charge of communication at the presidency. Under the MPP. Now omo about 126. Directors. Any impanyufo a omo aba nkesim any information ministry a omo manage aba information na omo 126 and the same job no it is being done by only about 7 people, but government information dissemination is much more efficient. Yateso and the national security ministry free. Information ministry for a number of ministries. Because by now ministries near about 30, yeah, about 23. But a buying businesses echoes. What I say, and it doesn't matter the number of people have a fact. That is not to say we are not providing opportunities for many Ghanaians. That is being done. Nana, me send you document be WhatsApp share mami.
Yeah.
A unaudited financial statements.
Jeff project in my
National Investment Bank.
Yeah.
Media sendo. Ubi a document na. Your baby a yatro. My phone I have kakra.
Don't worry.
Yatro media sendo WhatsApp.
My project into obey young way.
Okay. Let me read your So ko baby a yatro left side or yatro. Statement of comprehensive income for the period ended 30th September 2025 unaudited. Yes. Now share total comprehensive income for the period. 146 million. But September 2024.
Some left no.
Yes.
Left no. Okay, left.
The same time 2024. Now a car NIB aboy 39 million.
Hey.
The same period. In 2024, now 39.
But 2025, me who 140 and not just
and profit.
NIB Boka last year, Nana Kufado Breso
39 million. In fact, this year they had projected to make a loss of 34. Indeed, in all the 8 years under the MPP, NIB, they never published their unaudited accounts. Never.
2024, Omenya Faso
146 million because they are two force in the Bank of Ghana governor and President Mama Ayeh and say bank na national bank. Yet binguno. Sa dia yenye recapitalization. Ye buy na omo capital adequacy ratio ye negative 53%. Ye buy discarbishim ama bank na boka no. And nesa bank na profit of 146 million. It is projected that next year it will be more. So we have turned the corner and the fortune of National Investment Bank. That is good governance. Oil refinery. Getting to the latter part of the MPP, Komoton company no. At a cost of $22 million. Now only say yes, Tema almost turned $22 million.
Hey.
Company and I turned $22 million under the MPP. NDC buyers, our company now make a profit of $21 million.
Tema oil refinery na near Boka, near say Emphasobia Nison.
So they turned $22 million. Ababa year Juma and the NDC in only 10 months, it's a profit of $21 million.
Hey! MPP.
Omo MDF no Edmond Combat, young guy.
A canal near Bra, not to be a carton once and then I said,
sir.
I'm Kamoton 22.
Sir.
I'm woman and Toyano.
MPP4.
Can we return and go for so much at one count? And I'm mobile year 22 no Kamoton so be mefa. 10 months no. Or the Ayeh for 21.
Yes.
See, I can't one pay.
Nah. Enya isika back.
Nti e kwan be so no fa so ye no.
A leadership.
Hey! Na san krofo no he. Ananse ka hunti na brochu on person obeba na say.
Oti ase. Etinana
Jesus Christ.
Media I know say the government is doing well.
Na nyoma we nyina wo ho na mon kan kire ye.
In fact nana enya honko ma me fa so ko ba bi.
Hey, na nkofo e de say me wie kum ye say ye you.
Nana wo de unim. Na wo
tema oil refinery na no mo turn 22 no. Man buy it to me about Mumenya for $21 million.
Yes.
Hey, everybody nyankopo.
Nana, I had that for MD no and some communication director friend no.
I have a call. Name
name be how I never see ko. What you say? Nana, when you say buy so MPP4 ball ye subo say we are not spending. And into the economy ni jina ho. Mejidi say bia no mo hwehwe say so ye ba ye bokwa kotu National Cathedral to Krodi bi na e disca room na ye nka say spend ba ye anya ne sa na ye ba ye euro bond for MPP4 bond am ko je ye na e ka esum ho $700 million ye ba ye tua na domestic bond holders are pensioners ko jina finance ministry e demonstrations here for musika mom no ye ba ye mu 10 billion Ghana cedis ye tua bondholders here to Yomoka. Now you said this assembly common fund. Okay, say under the MPP, assembly members we cry or margin say or may resign. Okay, because not just assembly common fund, Emma. You buy a 2.9 billion Ghana cedis here to ya for this assemblies. Ama omenye scama ya sa tro mo de omo first can ponya de enye because finance ministry a project how the district assembly common fund should be used. You can say 25% for educational projects, 10% for way, 5% for way. Next, at the end of the 10 you will come and account to President Mama. Says you can't edema district assembly common fund. The ODA.
I just think you break, you am breaking 8 now more. Say Afghana for Ankas MPP a year. Sanse munu we nyina ne de we na sika draining nyina no ke besa atoa so
koso kra ma na se ya basa
it is na nyansa we wo ho a mutimi de bu abansa
sare nana this assembly common fan cameras in here
o de fa send the mama memo my project
okay mama fa
send the ebusia me ne doctor Sammy Ayeh na twetwe nkomo
mama
oyempanyifo na wo mu kasama Yira John Dramani Mahama no na ye ne twetwe nkomo na ye can the ekoso wa ban mu because we need to create a platform who the ekoso nyoma pa wo mu ye so eno mu church accountability no we be na ne ka champ before say mo ma obi nso ba na ye mo ya mo nso mo na meka de na mo ye sabre na ye problem e kan ni say ana me kwa ko ginigina ho ne ye ba ye kwan ene ye ho ahwan
entinana o share masende o share this asem come fan na yes 10% of the money you find construction of health facilities and check compounds. Yes, 10%. You find provided potable water boreholes. Now, yes, 10%. You find provided school furniture. 20%. You find completion of structures left behind by Middle Belt Development Authority.
Yeah, my project in TI.
Yes, and another 5%. You find administration of the assemblies or more administrative work. And I say 10%. You find environmental sanitation and wajuma. And 10% construction of educational facilities, 1 kg block, 1 primary school block, and 1 junior high school block.
Wow.
25% for the design and construction of 24-hour economy model market. The say, Nana, after 1 year, no, and after a 10 one, no. Assembly bia these are the key performance indices president mama the assemblies no the same indices or the state institutions no because what kind of 120-day social contract now president mama o share we are okay say he will carry out a shake-up of all loss-making state-owned enterprises and realign them to break even. To break even and transition into profit making. And to my oil refining profiter, Omenya Sisi and President Mama or da
10 months ni President John Mahama Timia Mayam Faso Woy.
Tema oil refining.
Or
key performance indices now. Or Charles say at the end of the year, Faso in Esonia.
We want to near Bocasao
into 1 year no apamo. And to Usha, NIBM almost KPIs no. Banky.
Hey, men confono mutuo yede.
Nana emu ayawo.
Yede na utimi boka just last year yes ye boka ye paton. Then all of a sudden within 10 months no. Yetimi anya so mfaso. Enti no nipa no mutuo no mu yede.
Menim de omo ye nana. Enti okay president 120 days say me catch na state owned enterprises. Oma obi a KPIs or ye who meeting. Siga meeting this year unfaso ese onyama Ghana ni wo this year some faso onyama Ghana
could be a broker.
Yes, and they are complying with it. Omunya profit magana. What you say? And that is how transparency eti. You buy MPP for say spend nana me catch will say energy sector. You buy as of July near to 9.1 billion Ghana cedis. On say say light in Ndundumbi. Say light be duma
na technical
problem because in independent power producers now omo plants ye adwuma Ghana ma yenyinam kanea no cash water for mechanism is now working enti a month bia no bia nya sika kakra for operations enti what is the reason why obedum the plant
obeguma obi anya ne so ne
obi anya ne so ne de ye adwuma e ka no so ye tua 9.1 billion ye tua nana get fund ye yi tabro na free so ya mom 4.6 billion as of July omo the educational projects nana free SHS see by no MPP for see ebegu no egu
there
you see akra there onti we timi waka me bia in the secondary schools onti say yes school be near aduane nti headmaster na say opeso e den o close no because here buy for the first time ever 3.5 billion Ghana cedis here the free SHS the highest money ever for free SHS even MPP for Omodia campaign from 2008 comment me after scanning room. President Mama the says scanning room free SHS. It is bigger and better than we came to meet. Under the leadership of President John Dramani Mahama, health insurance the Macachero a car ye beto ye ne de etua nana capitation grant ye tua 72.8 million nana school feeding program ye tua 895 million ama nkola no enka ne name say momo budget was about 50 pesos a day. He said we are doing 1 city 20 pesos. Of course, and yeah, but Rome was not built in a day. What shall I say if you baby? Now they do baby. I can go on and on and on and on about payment. I need to only see about BC the Waika.
Much yeah.
You 122 million, 122.8 million. He said I knew Macabio. No fee stress. Only said to say promise
yeah.
Say in your normal first years in the university training college and nursing training. Almost first year fees Nana, we have delivered on that promise. Nursing training allowance, teacher training allowance, arrears here by a year to ya. Of course, I can't 1 month be timid, but I buy a bit here. Unlike what was happening in the previous year. To Nana, or share the general outlook. Any your commitments, payments are yet to ya. Mind you, young couple will baby.
Yeah.
Taxes can crack Ghana for the money. And no, and I did yet. Man, penny for say, you don't live a champagne life on an appetition budget.
Yeah, that's
so sika so appetition. More bra, it is obia, Nisika so wine. It's a Ghana for sika the amino.
I know I'm use 10 months.
10 months. And then I do baby I do. And time I'll run to a lot of debates time in here. But Nana, I believe so will be a OT me and pay. We'll come to the conclusion. Say NDC are buying. Yeah, buying we are doing fairly well. And Ankawa Mrankawama will see for so free. Now almost actual margin on how an emasiko.
No problem.
But it's all good.
Kakreya nyoma na wake kaneye mpese mtibe ya media de mestra woni se kenofriata se oxygen crazy na no kra mo ntwene mra madam de wa musi ya ne de no de mani nyi ho kra honestly bra Ira John Mahama is too diplomatic with kenofriata ne mra ne ho ahwan ne nasefo na ho na anu ya obi could twa bayire ya mafia no enti de wa musi ne kenofriata na drama ne doso Biamo ntwene mra Donald Trump otimi kokotwe obi ba
Matena nana won say na say attorney general
dey na moyi
na say won say attorney general ono ankasa ko OSP also ko documentation em say OSP so chire mu a sata na owie by em say na say on a press conference say they are almost wrapping up it will be done Ghana for enya abotoye mo omo no mu so chope now as for the fight against corruption we are more than committed to it
munye fast na mun Ira John Mahama so nye special court in interview ye mpe adjourn aja wan de woman say asayi isi ana akwa na agent ni affidavit ni ho ahwan srema special court 3 months 6 months ni edi asem na bi because at the end of 2026 dia masa memfa mu serious
debi nana
munye na ye hu se nkofo bi o ma wie ska so ma disika pa de ken ya
nana wonim say court ye de amafo akọ court in the last few months, I said in the first 10 months.
Minim na journey no na mempe.
Sa journey say case dey okwa obi aka na asem.
Munya special court 3 months 6 months.
Attorney general can once will be done. Will be done.
3 months ni
tribunals ni na so beba.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Odi azie. Come to me can just be the 2.6 billion Ghana say ampa. No na ho na ya agent na fo ochina nko there be esrema e comedy. Doc Nhyira. Me the way any be jaw kakra. My idea. My idea. My idea.